Hey guys, Cinnamon Bullet here, and we are back on my Minecraft survival on single player. Now these videos are probably gonna be some of the first to go up on Cinnamon Bullet, so, and I am kind of a slow worker, to be honest, so do expect things to be a little slow at first. Because I do have to record and edit on the same computer, and I'm not fond of doing either, so do expect it to take a while from me, because I'm honestly not the biggest fan of doing this stuff, but I do it because I want to do it because I want to put the videos up on Cinnamon Bullet and have a growing channel that people can enjoy. That's, probably going to be, for the most part, kid-friendly. I at least want to keep it, for the most part, that. Still have a cold. Woke up this morning, sweating like a pig. My throat feels absolutely fine now. Fine on that. Still drinking a little bit of tea though, but I still have a stuffy nose, and I'm coughing a little bit every once in a while. But hopefully, we can. Ooh, gold. Well, that was nice. That was a nice surprise. I didn't expect that. Maybe we're getting lucky today. What I want to do is go up to the surface and start building my house. Probably going to make it out of cobblestone for the most part, since that's mostly what I have. It's my currently most abundant material. Now, I did try to make a skin for myself for this mod, but for some reason, when I uploaded it, it kept sticking me as the default skin used for this mod. I don't know why. Even tried renaming it after the skin that I previously used. But as you can see, it didn't work because I'm using a different skin. I actually tried renaming it after the skin that I previously used, but that didn't work. And I had stuck that skin in a different directory so that I could rename it the skin that I created after it to see if it would work, but it didn't work, so so yeah. Ooh, dropped something. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm gonna build my house, like, right here. It's not gonna be huge, but it's not gonna be too small either. Because if there's one thing that I hate in Minecraft, it's having a small house. Frankly, because I end up having a lot of stuff, and a lot of times end up having a house with multiple rooms for multiple different reasons. For one, I tend to like to keep certain things in different directories. Like, if you were to check the files on my computer, a lot of them would be pretty organized. But a lot of stuff I just have spread out over my desktop. But I know it's nothing special right now, but eventually this is going to be a fairly nice size house. I wouldn't say it's going to be a mansion probably anytime soon, but I do plan on making a fairly large house as soon as possible, because I like having multiple rooms for different things. I like having enchanting its own room. I have a room for brewing, one for crafting and smelting and my anvils and stuff. Brewing, if I make a room specifically for brewing, I a lot of times end up calling it my lab. But the thing is, because I'm on single player right now, things will probably get off to a pretty slow start. Because honestly, I move at different speeds on multiplayer and single player. Single player, I move pretty slowly, even though myself, I am knowledgeable about everything. Well, almost everything in Minecraft. I know the basics. What I want to try and do is I want to try and get to the end and play and try and kill the Ender Dragon and keep this whole series completely legitimate. So no X-ray, no fly, no too many items. I made sure that this world was not on cheat mode. In episode 1. So if you missed that, go check it out. Are you just no. Bad Minecraft. You had to put it right there where you knew I could not get it. Just wow, Minecraft. You are pulling on my leg today. I don't know why, though, the skins for this mod are being temperamental towards me. It's kind of annoying, though. But you can probably tell by my voice that I have cold. I do plan on doing, like, more stuff than Minecraft, like, Gmod and stuff like that, and, killing floor. Ooh, cave. Gmod horror maps are something that I do plan on doing in the future. Ooh, no. I have tried to record some, but they didn't turn out too well. With the most recent one I've tried to record, it's because all my mods suddenly returned after they left in Gmod, and it lagged my game out like crazy while I was recording. Plus, I was pretty disinteresting. But games tend to like to pull mockeries on me. And screw with me in a way that I can't hit back. Like, if a game screws with me, I'll try my best to hit back at it and screw with it. The thing I dislike, the reason I dislike the idea of recording Gmod at the moment is because I have, like, a crap ton of mods at the moment, and if I try recording, it's gonna lag my computer out so much that I get only 12 frames per second, which 13 frames per second is when your screen moves fluently. Anything below 12 is where you're starting to lag out a little bit. Like right now, I'm getting a solid 30 FPS. Like, but if I keep fraps up and open many different games, now this will happen for almost every game I have. Most specifically, Killing Floor, and that's where I've noticed this. The best example of this, excluding games like 7 Days to Die and Gmod, and Minecraft. Upon entering, my FPS will skyrocket into the thousands, and including Killing Floor. So when I log into Killing Floor with fraps up, my FPS skyrockets into 2000s and 3000s. Now, I don't mean to brag, but I'm using a pretty good computer. So, I've got that. But these are almost definitely going to be the first videos on Cinnamon Bullet. Hopefully I can get where I plan to get in this series. I really do want to. Like, a little pet peeve I have is that if I play Minecraft Survival, I will tend to leave cheat mode on, as for the fact that I get to a point where I just kinda am bored with it and then just start cheating or just go into my creative. But yeah. So I really do want to try and get to the end and kill the Ender Dragon. I do plan on doing that for the very least before I start cheating. Now what I might do is I might do this Ant Venom Peaceful Map style, and how he basically started out as a survival world, but gradually as he got more in depth with building things, he kinda switched to creative a little bit. Now I currently don't have the ability to switch to creative in this world, seeing as I do not have too many items, nor do I have cheat mode enabled, so I'll kinda have to wait on that. Whether I want to switch to a client in the future where I can get this same mod and too many items as well, or just switch to my 1.7.4 client with TMI and X-Ray at some point after I decide to finish this survival series off and make it more like a Ant Venom Peaceful Map style kind of thing. But I do plan on keeping this pretty legitimate for the time being. Cinnamon Bullet does plan on making a world that will be available for download. I have a few started that I plan on eventually releasing to public. Like, what I want to do is I want to be like kind of do it like Ant Venom and make my own website. And then, release some of the texture packs that I've created for myself and some of the maps and stuff. And post like daily updates or like weekly stuff, or I don't know. Brown sheep, 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 brown sheep. Okay, I got completely distracted there by a brown sheep. Not surprising, seeing as I can get distracted by some of the silliest things. To be honest, I've gotten distracted by some pretty strange things before. Ooh, pumpkins. See, there it is again. I got distracted. Well, seeing as there's pumpkins here, I'm going to make a pumpkin farm, so that eventually I can make pumpkin pie. Now, I do plan on going pretty in-depth into the series, as in, like, on me and my friend's private server, we have a pig farm and a regular farm and stuff. And like, I plan on making farms, animals and food, like a big quarry for me to mine, so that I can get a lot more stuff. Plan on making like automated farms for certain things. But I plan on going really in depth into what I do. So I'm sort of gonna do this like previous achievement hunters that me and my friends have done by ourselves. Whereas we try to do as much as we can to get as many achievements as possible. And well, I plan on doing as much with this series as possible. Where, seeing that I want to make try and make automated farms and stuff like that. Mob traps, a nice big house, a laboratory to brew things in, and I just kind of want to go really in depth with this. I'm gonna try and do as many things in this series that Minecraft can do on this client as virtually possible. I'll make 8 pumpkin seeds. I just kind of want to make this series kind of keep going. I just want to kind of do it that you guys can watch me just do things. And kind of just still be interested. Like, I'm not trying to be boring. I'm trying my best to be interesting, but the thing is, I can only be so interesting on single player. It's kind of my thing to be boring on single player. I don't really talk much to myself or anything. But I plan on bringing this channel as far as it can go with as many games and stuff as possible. As many different series and stuff as virtually possible. I just want to bring this series... I want to bring this channel to its limits. I want Cinnamon Bullet to hit its limits. Now, I must say that I do not plan on uploading daily or anything, because I have school and stuff, so I have homework sometimes, but I could probably record pretty often, because I tend to have a lot of free time on my hands, because I don't get much homework. The only problem is that editing together takes kind of a long time, because, well, first of all, I have to wait. I have to open up my editor program, and then and the thing is, there are certain... I use 3 different editing programs, but I only really use 2 of them. I use Windows Movie Maker to edit my videos together, and I also use one called, like, Wondershare, I think it's called. But I use Wondershare because when I tried to edit together my intro, Windows Movie Maker refused to read the file that that contained the section that you see in the very, very beginning of my intro. But the finished file of my intro, that's like a minute long, it will read that for some reason, but it would not read the separate files for the intro. But when I compressed it into one with Wondershare, it read it, no problem. And the problem is that when I use Bandicam, Movie Maker won't read the files, and Lightworks is just a pain with that as well, because all I get are staticky poofs when I try to go through the videos and make sure everything's correct, and that's all I get out of the sound. I mean, the video is completely fine, but I only get staticky poofs for the sound. And then I tried to load the things for my intro, just plain out didn't work. It just wouldn't import it. I don't know why, but it just refused to. So I, for the most part, use Movie Maker, but if I do end up making a new intro at some point, I will use Wondershare. But the only downside to it is that it leaves a watermark, like, right in the middle of the video, which is somewhat annoying. Because the fact that I'm only going to be using it for, like, my intros, I don't plan on getting the full version, because the free trial is basically all I'm going to need. But the problem is it leaves the watermark, so it's annoying. But it's a good thing that I'm only using it for the intro, because you only see it at the beginning of the videos. Now, I don't currently have any kind of outro. And currently this is a flaw. But it is really the best I can do, because there's really no need for one, yet. Because I don't really have any videos other than the start of this Minecraft series up at the moment. So it's not really important to have an outro. I mean, I could have some kind of an outro, but it wouldn't really matter. I wouldn't put links to videos and stuff. Maybe a funny clip in the beginning before an intro, and then after the outro. Because what a lot of YouTubers do is that they put a funny clip before their intro. And one thing that I know Cool Dude 3 does, I may put a link to his channel in the description, is he sometimes puts funny outros after his video has ended. Or funny, like a funny clip after the outro of his video. Now it's not going to be like a 100% thing. And I know the intros, my intro so far isn't the best, but I am not a professional editor, I'm not a professional animator, I'm not a professional music maker. It's gonna take a while for me to get there, but if I start making new intros, you'll probably see that they'll probably get collectively better and better. But that's probably because I'm gonna get more practice with it, and that. So yeah. But I think that's enough for today. I'm gonna end it off right here. So Cinnamon Bullet out.